Hi, I'm Neat.
I'm Rox.
And this is The Bourbon Barrel. We've got a very special Dungeons and Dragons themed adventure today.
True, we do.
Super
We
stoked
do.
about this.
Yep.
What's not better than drinking and having a good time with your friends for 8 hours?
This is in his wheelhouse. This is his wheelhouse. This is his baby. As far as that goes, anyway.
So,
For sure.
what most of you are probably here for is the bourbon part, which is, so how we kind of came with this is because we've had Blade and Bow for a while.
Right.
Uh, and Rox here found this Castle and Key,
Mm.
and these are kind of very. This is a new, and we'll get through them. And then we, for our third one, the Legend of Legend, which
Legend.
Legend.
I don't know.
No one knows.
Nobody cares.
Rumors say that it's been lost in translation for eons.
It's true. It's true.
It's like what San Diego really means. I think it's a whale's vagina.
Wow.
Pretty sure it means San Diego.
Yeah. No, that can't be right. No.
But so we figured to try and pin these three together. It's like like Castle and Key, Blade and Bow. These are like very
Legend sounded like it, right?
Yeah,
Sounds
legend.
like
It's got some story behind it, or things like
dragon
that. Where
feel to it.
your backstory, your Dungeons and Dragons, your Lord of the Rings kind of stuff. Like it's a very cool idea to put it all together. And so
that show.
yes,
Not
people really just give it scathing reviews.
Did you try watch it at all? No, I haven't.
But
is the whole thing, or did they do it where like one episode?
I'm assuming it's one at a time, but I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't watched.
Right. Okay. All right.
But yeah, so I figured I'd bring out some of these props for the Dungeons and Dragons portion of it. But it's cool. Like you got your dice, you got your player's handbook, and then you got your bourbon.
That's right. That's right.
And so
You playing them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I've
never played Dungeons and Dragons.
He's been invited to.
I have. It's decent.
It is. It's like 8 hours.
Yeah, be here tomorrow, and you get to leave next week. And I was like, wait, what? Like,
yeah. It's a good time. If you're looking for an activity to do for like a random Saturday and you got a bunch of buddies and got the free time,
right?
It's a great way to spend a Saturday sometimes because you literally, it's not so much about the game sometimes as it is about the camaraderie and the drinking and the eating gross food and just ordering like shitty takeout. So it's more of that than it is the game. It gives you an excuse to hang out with friends.
And it sounds great if it was so long.
And it is. And the stories do get cool. Like, I mean, there's lots of adventures and things you go on, and it's all like we have like, minis and things and we have maps built and stuff like that, but it's fun. Like it's like, oh, like I got my character got killed one time and it was a thing that happened. It was awesome.
Oh,
like I mean,
awesome. Oh,
it was like not awesome for me, but everyone else was making fun of me, so it is what it is. Like but like I got to like come back as a new character and try a new experience, and so you just get to keep playing. It's fun. So yeah, so
it sounds like it would be fun.
It is fun.
Said that it doesn't sound.
It's an activity that brings you together with friends and lets you spend time with them. That's at the heart of D&D. What it is.
Do your other friends drink the bourbons with you and like give you any kind of reviews as far as do you think are they into it like we are?
Yeah.
Are they? So
yep. Actually, the one that lives up in Buffalo who like is our dungeon master.
Okay.
He's the one that got me into some of the people that do the Facebook stuff where you get like the pics and things like that. So, and he's the one that got me into Hartman's up in Buffalo,
which is the speakeasy.
Yeah. Okay. Back, which was really cool.
Okay, yeah, that's where I thought.
So make
you said something else, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Like you're just, I don't understand, but all right.
Right. No, I hear you. So it's awesome. Plus, I mean, the other good thing about D&D is like you can become a dice goblin and just have lots of dice that make cool noises. It's fun. I don't know. Stretching this.
It's gonna be called Dice Goblin.
Dice Goblin.
Yes.
That's the thing. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing with this episode. So if you're not a big nerd, well, I'm sorry. But so we are gonna try these in a appreciating order of proof. So we have a 91 proof with the Blade and Bow.
Right.
The 94 proof with the Legend.
Right.
I am Legend.
Yeah, I am Legend. I am Legend. I don't know what they are.
And then the Castle and Key. And I will tell you a little bit about each one. And I guess we can start with the blade and bow.
What did you say? The 91, right? That's the
Yep.
blade and bow is
Mm-hmm.
91, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. What I knew was that there's the rumor is that there's Weller juice in there, and they use the Solera aging system.
Which is essentially, in its purest and smallest form, is 6 barrels stacked like a pyramid, so that you have one on top, two in the middle, three on the bottom, and then you basically pour in the top one, and then it goes into the next layer of barrel and then the next layer of barrel. So you're emptying it from the bottom, but you're pouring in from the top, which is like an infinity barrel kind of idea. So that would be how they get around saying like there's always Stitzel-Weller juice in every one of these bottles.
Could we be the first? I'm gonna try to accentuate my voice a little bit, it's a
Sure.
little further
Yeah,
away because of the Dungeons and Dragons thing. But could we? And I know you could actually. I don't have to say could we, but would you ever be interested enough to buy enough of these to make a Solera where you could have three and two and one?
I
But
would.
then you'd have to build the.
I would
I
have
want to say
to.
hoses,
It's not hard. All you need is hoses and a drill.
right?
Um,
But the right kinds of hoses for the right kind of liquids or something
yeah,
that's
because you
not
don't you
gonna.
don't want a plastic hose that'll get eaten by the alcohol and end up leaking.
Right.
But yeah,
See, that's yeah.
you can do that. Not hard at all.
But would that be cool? Like if you were to do it and like you because you probably buy them all and stuff, but we would have the only like little bitty barrel
The mini Solera.
Solera behind us and be like, look, it's all dripping, it's drippy.
I think I'd have to. So if we did, I'd buy 5 more and put this one on the top because it's the oldest, so we could replace it easier.
That would make sense,
But
right?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
But
yeah,
as you said,
it's a
now
thing
would
we do.
you like to tell them how you explained to me why that how that means probably there is some Spitzelweller juice in every bottle of Blade and Bow?
Sure.
Okay.
So essentially, because it's an infinity barrel and it's never truly emptied, it's it's kind of like Theseus' ship. Like, have you ever heard of Theseus' ship?
No habla inglés.
Okay, well,
All right.
so Theseus' ship essentially, you have a brand new ship, and one of the
Did you
board
say feces?
Theseus,
Ah, all right. I was like, that's a
not the
crappy ship.
not the ship.
Yeah, I was.
So anyway, so let's say that you have a brand new wooden ship,
Okay.
and one of the boards it starts to warp or router a little bit, so you
Okay.
replace it before it gets bad,
Okay.
and so you've replaced that board,
Right.
but you've kept that board on the side somewhere.
Okay.
And you do that over the course of however many years. You replace each individual board,
Okay.
and now you have all those other boards, and you build a ship out of those boards.
Okay.
Which one is the original ship? Is it the one that was replaced one board at a time, or is it the one that is made out of the original wood?
I don't know.
That's the question. That's the whole prerogative. And so essentially, what the Solera and the Infinity Barrel idea is that there will always be a part of it that is in fact that Stitzel-Weller juice because it's never truly emptied, so it's still in there somewhere, perhaps.
In the wood, though,
Sure.
basically, because it would have eventually, like, you know what I
Maybe.
mean?
I don't
Right?
know.
So,
You don't know. You don't know how that mixes in.
no, no, I don't. No,
So
not at all.
that would be my guess as to how they can get away with saying there's still original Stitzel-Weller juice when Stitzel-Weller closed shop in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's a weird, yeah. And then we haven't even touched on the
right.
keys.
Yeah, and so we're actually still working on collecting these. This is a number 4 key. They have a little number on the end. There's 5 keys. We have 1, 4, and 5.
Right.
2 and 3 are pretty easy to come by around here.
Yeah, we just haven't
done it.
We'll get it.
But we'll get there. And so
And then if you do that,
you can take a picture of them and send it in,
Right.
and then they'll give you a special access code to a secret part of their website.
and I've seen the videos where they have the glasses, but you have to go there.
Mm.
You cannot get these things shipped to you. And they have an entire, like, I don't know what you'd call it, pantheon or library of all these glasses, and they're gold cups, and they have your name on it. And if you go there, you can get it and take it, but they won't ship it to you.
That's cool.
So
See, I didn't
I don't
know
know if they'll be able to put the bourbon barrel on it, or if it's just gonna be your name or my name. So, but again, we can kind of find all 5 of these
Yeah,
fairly simply.
pretty well.
The only 5 was the one you found.
5 was very hard,
right?
So apparently this is all done by like allotments in different area codes. So
Right.
if you're having trouble and you want to collect all 5 keys, go outside your area code and then you'll probably be able to find that key you're missing a lot easier.
I also think there's a brick thing there. I think there's like some kind of walkway or something where your name's inscribed on a brick.
Mm,
And the glass or the cup, I think it's a gold cup that you get. I feel like they might keep one there too, and they have one for everybody that's ever done it. There's something in there though, but I've seen the gold cup because I've seen the video where the guy went and picked his up and smiled and take
that's
pictures
cool.
and stuff. So
See, I had no idea about that
mm,
part of it. I just knew there was
yeah,
like a secret part of the website. But
it's
that's
somewhere in Kentucky. It's not, you know.
well,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna have to make a trip when I
yeah.
go.
Well, I mean,
Well, we're
whatever.
gonna have to wait till we get the other keys
Do
and
we
go.
feces boat?
No, the Theseus book.
Oh, my bad. Good. All right, we'll take that boat. That's fine. I don't want to take a
So,
feces boat.
uh, nah. Anyway, so I've got some in here. This is actually one of my favorite go-to bourbons when I go out. And it's in the bar. Like,
Killed my question.
oh,
Because I was like, have you ever had this before? I
yes,
didn't even
I've
realize.
killed bottles of this.
Oh, see, I've never had it.
Oh, it's great.
Ever. I have
I've,
one. I have a bottle too sitting home, but it's just sitting there.
so for a 91 proof, it is spicy. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But it's really
Is there a mash bill of any kind anywhere on
no,
that bottle?
there
No.
isn't.
Okay.
But they do have this cool feature that on their bottle where they have the one, two, three, four, and five keys all on different things, and each one tells you a little fact. I'm not going to spoil everything because we've been going on about this for 10 minutes already.
Right. The keys are.
But
There was 5 keys hanging from.
from the original Stitzel Weller,
Right,
and
and they
these are
opened
big,
in little
big keys.
warehouses or something.
It was to represent the five different key components of making good whiskey.
Mm. Yes, yes, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
I can because I can read it on the back.
Oh, he's cheating. That's not fair. He has to take a ride on the poop boat now.
Theseus, not Theseus.
Sorry. I'm not saying words I can't say, so that's okay, right?
Sure. All right. Anyway, so
Hasta la vista, baby.
have you tried it?
No. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
Well, you said it would be spicy, right?
Mm. A little bit of spicy, like a peppery kind of,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Well,
but there's not a lot of burn to it. At a 91 proof, you're not hoping for a lot of burn, but there is a little bit. You know you're drinking bourbon.
I feel like there's a rye content there. Like that burn is that spicy
Yeah,
rye,
sure.
kind of feel to it. Phone's not listening. Son of a gun.
Bang.
Anyway,
So yeah, no, but
you
blade, bone.
finished numerous bottles of this.
Yes,
Do
that's
you
why we have many keys.
that I believe. I didn't know if they were yours or your dad's or like
A
if
little bit of
you
both. Little
you
combi, a
know
little combi.
that makes sense. Yeah, I also didn't know if you had other bottles. He's got like bottles under here, over there, up here, down there, back here, over there, and I don't know where they are. I didn't know if you just took the keys off and hadn't even opened some of them. You know what I mean?
No.
So I didn't.
Well, that was true of this one.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this was the last bottle I had, and we took the key off to go to the rest of them so we didn't lose it.
Ah, all right, all right.
But no, I
So
only buy one at a time because it's not hard to find right now.
problem here is, and I'll be the guy, the price point guy, like I do sometimes,
Sure.
is that you're gonna spend $50 on a 91, maybe to collect the keys, maybe not, maybe you love it, because you find like, and it's good. Like I said, this is a very good. If this is high rye, which would be my guess, but I could be wrong. I'm obviously wrong most of the time. Um, this is a very good spicy. Like I don't drink a lot of them where I find like, ooh, the spice is pretty, and then I'm like, ooh, but I like it. You know what I mean? This is good. This is very good. But $50, and where we are,
Mhm.
every bottle is either $49.99 or some equivalency to that within a couple dollars. So do you spend 50 on a 91, or do you buy Evan Williams 1783 at 90 for $20?
Or Elijah Craig
At 94 for $25. You get two of those.
right?
I think that's where you come into play with your
No, that's a fair question. And honestly,
feelings.
I enjoy the Blade and Bow a lot. I really do.
I think you're more of a rye guy than
I
I
might
think you
be
kind of edged into.
yeah,
And I don't mean
little by little.
we haven't
But
really done ryes. We did the one rye one time, but anyway,
no, so I don't
this
know.
is spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy 91. This is spicy meatball.
So it's definitely for the price point. I get where he's coming from, but it does have like the cool backstory. It's called Blade and Bow,
Keys
the
and
keys that you can collect. So there's some cool stuff to it, which is why I like it. Because I'm more of a nerd than most people will ever realize until this episode.
it's in no. Obviously, you're the tech guy and you're the smart guy. Like you're insanely smart. You were telling me stock things earlier that I was like, why did you do that or what?
That's fine. Thank you. But yeah, no, it's I don't want to tell you that fact.
Uh-oh. He doesn't want you to know about it. That means it's awesome. He should tell you. Tell him.
Well,
Tell him.
so you know how we were talking about stock options earlier?
Oh God, never mind. Don't tell him. I'm just kidding. They're gonna fall asleep.
This is a fun fact.
Oh, okay.
Stock options were actually created by Jeffrey Epstein. I told you it wasn't a. It's a
Okay.
fact. It's just not. It's weird.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
just think them not you can't set me up for something like that. And I've been drinking for an hour, and I have to sit here and just sputter sentence fragments because I can't make a joke because there's no way to do that anymore.
so
So
yeah, if you're into like nerdy shit and you really like keys and or you really want to do
you should have
collections,
prefaced that thing with "You can't handle the
you
truth"
can't handle.
because I can't at
Yeah,
all
yeah.
handle that.
Did that blow your mind?
It does. It's the whole Jeffrey Epstein documentary on
Mhm.
Netflix. Like, I wanted to see
Yeah,
like what
he
the hell was going.
basically came up with the math on how to do options properly.
And he was, I don't even think he graduated college,
He's
is what I
stupid
remember.
smart.
And
Yeah.
yeah, he was just, and he faked his way into a lot of the jobs he had, like
Yep.
saying he had
Which
had other jobs that he didn't
makes
have,
sense
but then
based
he
on who
did
he
when he
was as a
did. By
person.
the time they
Yeah.
found out, they were like, but he's already making millions. Like, why do we care what he? And there's other things about him that we're not going to discuss.
Yeah, no.
So
He may not have killed himself, but he's still a prick.
yeah, that's yeah. It's anyway. So
So
yeah.
yeah, upward and upward. Have you finished your blade?
Oh yeah, I barely poured a little bit, so I'm being careful.
But you got to be nice. So next up on the list is
Not my strength.
Legend.
Legend. Which okay, so Legend is Suntory merged with Jim Beam. They call it Suntory Beam now. So this is a mix between or a blend between their master distiller from Suntory and being one of or Beam's master distiller Fred No, and they mix it together. They blend it together, and they call it Legend, Legent, whatever you want to call it.
Which makes sense as to why their slogan is two legends, one bourbon.
Right. So therefore earlier we were like, well, then it's Legend. It's not Legion because it's two legends.
Mm.
So you know what I mean. I think that makes sense. 94 proof, and what is it? I'd have to look in my book, but the master distiller who did it, I'm gonna butcher the name because I am not good at that. Is what's his face? Fred No and refined, world-renowned chief blender Shinji Fukuyo. I tried.
You did.
And he is the fifth master distiller, master blender, whatever it is, of Centauri.
Okay.
So, and Freddie Noah is obviously Booker Noah's son, and that goes down where Booker was Jim Beam's grandson, but from a daughter, so therefore the last name changed, and so on and so forth. But he is a blood relative, etc., etc. So, nonetheless,
all right.
so we're going in on a 94 proof.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've not heard good things about this.
Really?
Really.
See, I've heard good things that the negative
It's
things
sweet
I've
on the
heard
nose.
are that that's kind of like the price point was that bottle's what
25.
no, I was gonna say 35.
Okay,
All right, yeah,
sure.
a little bit higher. That's what I'm guessing. I can't.
We'll split the difference. Call it 30.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure.
So,
$30 bottle.
but damn, I have this weirdest feeling like I've either tried this or I don't know.
He watches a lot of bourbon TV.
I do. I'm very visual, and I watch to do research, and it just interests me because this is a very interesting topic to me and something I'm into. And I've watched a lot of these things, and a lot of them say it's soft and it's fruity and it's yummy and stuff, but it's not necessarily their bag. It's not like, and some of those things include us because we are more into the barrel proofs as we get going in it and learn which ones we like and things of that nature. And this one is at 94 proof and it's a blend and all that. But
like honestly, it's kind of weird that
the nose is super sweet.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that we've been doing a lot of like 90s and stuff lately. Like everything we've done in like the last 4 episodes, I
You
think
can handle the truth.
is under 100 except for Old Granddad.
That's true.
And normally we love those high proof stuff anymore. Like that's
our more expensive, and we're still blue collar.
Except for Old Granddad.
And hey, please subscribe, please like us. We will donate a dime for every subscriber to the Wounded Warriors. Once we get to 1,000, we will donate $100.
Sounds good.
Please do that, and you know what? It's money too, though. Like sometimes it's like I've told you, I was like, I just buy things I know we haven't done on the show. Like I try to keep a list of what we've done the best of my ability, and I'm like, well, there's a lot of people like us out there that want to know if would you buy white label Jim Beam or Benchmark, or if you're an 80 proof guy.
I would buy Benchmark before I'd buy white label.
I would. And and there's a lot of those out there. So we're just trying to touch all the bases. Not all of us are whiskey snobs or
right.
We can't spend $100 on every bottle we taste. So
it's true. Some of us have bills like car payments and house payments and children.
Yeah, and you just bought a new car, so
I was trying to buy a new house, but shit happens.
I know, right? That whole feces boat just crashed right into you. So
feces boat.
Sorry, I'm Listen, you either get busy living or you get busy dying.
Oh,
All right, I'm doing '90s references
he's
a little bit.
trying. He's trying to make up for all the '90s
I know,
references he's
I'm
missed.
so upset about that. You know, and one of them is To Infinity and Beyond because the original Toy Story, and
Was in
that
the '90s, yeah.
I keep wondering when that Lightyear movie comes out, and I've seen the previews. I saw Doctor Strange yesterday and with my family, and that was one of the previews, and it's Chris Evans now who's doing the
Hmm.
voice. But I keep wondering, like the movie and the trailer is all about time travel, and like if you watch even the trailer, it's like, where are we? And he's like, I don't know, and he's like, what year is it? And I was like, this is 60 years ago or something. So I'm waiting, and I think it wouldn't be in the movie, and because it's a voiceover movie, and you don't have to worry about the actor being somewhere different. I'm thinking at some point he runs into a different version of himself or his father, maybe, and it turns out to be Tim Allen's
Oh,
voice.
you think?
Well, when I learned that by watching the trailer that there's like a time travel element to it, and all of a sudden they shot 60 years into the future in one of their, blast offs or something, and Tim Allen can't cost that much to do some voiceover work. You know what I mean? It's not like he's some
Interesting.
A-list actor that commands 30 million a movie
Not
and
anymore.
then slaps somebody at the Oscars. But I don't know. I'm just wondering. I felt like when I saw the trailer, I saw the opening where they could bring him in and they could just. I mean, Tim Allen could have gone anywhere in the world, probably his basement, and filmed or recorded something that nobody would know. It's not like you saw him on set.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. That's the first movie theory about the new Lightyear
Yeah, yeah.
coming out
That's right.
to you now.
Sorry, sorry.
Interesting. We'll see if it comes true. Check back in a month.
If so, then Houston, we have a problem because that's from the '90s too. Yeah.
Apollo's
Great
It
movie.
was a good movie.
Apollo 13, right? Is it?
I don't know which one that is. Is that the one with?
Apollo 13. I was right.
Okay, good
Okay.
call.
Yeah. With
Is
Tom Hanks, and it's like the third
So I was
half.
wondering if it was the Tom Hanks one or the Bruce Willis one.
Oh,
Armageddon.
the Army is more like Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that with the asteroid and stuff. But
Fun fact.
Impact was '90s too, or and so was it Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yeah,
Liv Tyler got that because
yeah. Yeah, because they're down from the different song. Yeah, more or less.
hear you breathing.
I'm telling you, whatever. That's still a good song. Game. Still listen to that song.
Absolutely.
So, other people have remade it, and it's not the same.
We should have like nothing but '90s music like one time, just like anything from like Barbie Girl to like.
Are you gonna get? We don't have enough people, but like
Right?
they
Yeah.
can cease and
Oh yeah.
desist.
We're gonna get a lot of licensing letters.
There's one quote in here from Bad Boys because that's '95, but we'll
Nice.
just skip past that. Let them slap somebody for it.
Anyway, so legends.
Have you tasted?
Not yet.
All right, here we go.
Oh wow, that is very sweet.
Sweet on the initial.
Yep.
You got a little bit of an upper roof mouth.
Yep. Yeah.
Hint of
Absolutely.
burn, not burn, but like it wanted to burn, but it's not.
It's lingering.
Yeah.
The burn is building on my tongue.
I don't know if it's still holding on the roof of
Interesting.
my mouth. I don't know that it's
Round
still,
two.
again, we're at 94.
Yeah, for '94,
Ooh.
that's a lot of burn.
Yeah, the second one was worse.
Yeah.
Like worse burn anyway.
Yep.
Weekend at Bernie's. Anyway.
So Blade and Bow was gonna win that contest every day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree.
Well, what can I say? Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberry.
Smother.
Smother. It's not fair.
Mean.
It's rude.
You're right.
We had a nice Husseini.
Even know what? Fargo? Are you serious? Do people quote Fargo?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck? Why would they?
Words.
And it's right.
So,
behave, Austin Powers.
You think Legend is better than Blade and Bow?
I think. Well, Blade and Bow was a good, but had a spiciness to it.
There was a
good
pepperiness,
spice,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
This one is good.
It's
with
very sweet on the first initial.
a sweet, sort of more mellow finish. I almost
didn't
want to
think it was
say
mellow.
more rye and more wheat or something like it, or barley, than a little bit more than the rye content. But you go from 91 to 94, but you're also going from 50 down to 30 or 35. So again, I'm the price point guy. I, in my head, cannot do it without it. If it was blind, which one would I pick? I'd still pick the Allegiant, I think. What's that? Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Do you hear the noise? That's metal.
Yeah,
That's some kind
that
of
is
metal.
solid. That is a heavy cork.
Now we have but it's synthetic.
It's a synthetic cork, but
were either one synthetic?
this one was synthetic. This one's real.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's hefty.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's very metal and very hefty.
Yeah, interesting.
This is our first crack. I've never seen Blade or Castle and
I've
Key.
never seen this, but it's a very cool artwork on the front, and I'm gonna just cork this up so I don't like spill it and show you guys kind of close up. Very cool artwork on the front there.
For
The
sure.
key in the door, or that's pretty nifty.
It is. The one thing that now, as I had told him, this is Castle and Key. If you've ever seen the documentary on Hulu called Neat, I'm going to talk a little louder in case I'm hit.
Absolutely. Okay. We're back. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Yep.
But anyway,
And
so we've gone with the Blade and Bow, we've gone with the Legend, and now we're going to do some Castle and Key with the very heavy cork.
yeah, what worries me about this, and not, I bought it. I wanted to see if it was good. I've saw the Neat documentary numerous times on Hulu about the lady who started this, Marianne something or another, who now had jumped ship a year or two after she barreled this and started it to work for Sweeten's Cove with Peyton Manning and Andy Roddick. Um, she, I'm not, I don't know anything about it. I know she was the first female master distiller in the United States of America, according to whatever.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, something. Well, I think I saw it on the Hulu documentary that they said that, so I don't know what version of who said she was one of those and how you get them. So I don't know if it's an actual degree at some college or whatever, but
It's possible.
and so I'm not putting her down anyway. But she started this and then jumped ship pretty quickly for big names. So, and the other thing that this is what worries me is like I paid about $50 for this. It wasn't much. It was $49.99 or $46.99 or something. And like you said, the cork is cool. This little neck thing is cool. The bottle is cool. Like,
are you paying for that?
Gimmick. Is it a gimmick?
Yeah.
Are we gimmicking the hell out of this? That's what I'm wondering. Because I agree with everything he said about this. The cork, the bottle, everything looks cool. Judging by the time the documentary came out, because in the documentary they're showing the first barrels they're ever putting in, first whiskey they're ever putting into barrels for this company. And if it's about right, 4 or 5 years, and this one says something like that on it.
So this could be that absolute like stuff they put in from that documentary.
It absolutely could be. And it says right there, bottled in
2022.
Released
yeah,
in
so this was
2022.
released in 2022. This is brand
Small
spanking.
batch, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I'll go ahead. You talk.
So yeah, no.
Tell them more about the feces boat.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Tell them more about D&D.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
roll.
Do that.
Roll for initiative.
The word
so you get a
erected
20
is on
sided
here. There's not a
No.
lot of and you did that. You said erected as I said erected as you were jacking off the
There you
dice.
go.
Um,
So I got a 7. You got to roll. Take this die and roll it.
Oh yeah,
roll this
just
die.
one.
Just roll that die and then tell me your number.
All right. What's the
go.
number? The one that's up the highest?
Yep.
Okay. Because this is what a sided dice.
That's a 20-sided die.
20. I didn't even know that existed until right now.
And now you have 3. So I get to go first when we drink because I got 7.
All right then. I'm not sure what just happened, but I believe it. Small. All right.
Using those props.
Small batch, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, which means it had to be aged 2 years, but it was more than that. Batch number 2, bottle number 22,392. Years aged 4. So yeah, distilled and bottled by Castle and Key Distillery.
That math checks out.
Yeah. So they brought back the old Taylor Distillery, which was apparently a big deal.
4-year aged, which is like the basic that you're gonna find for like any bourbon worth its salt.
It can't be less than 4 to be bottled and bond.
Right.
It can't be less than 2 to be straight bourbon. Yeah. Straight bourbon. Straight's 2, I guess. I don't know. Things like that. But again, is it gimmick or isn't it? We're about to find out.
I've poured some, so we're gonna learn today.
Do you know if I poured any in here? Because I got something in here and I don't know if I want to drink. Well,
drink it off and you're done.
Yeah. We don't want to.
Don't want to taint the image.
Nope.
Don't say it.
I
know what you're going to say.
You don't know.
Yes,
I did know. Yeah, he knew. He knew. It's true. He totally knew what I was going to say. And I'm not going to say it.
So the nose doesn't have anything that's off-putting. It's nothing. It's not like special to me or any way, shape, or form, but it's not off-putting. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
So this is... And now, okay, Blade and Bow is new to me. Legent, I guess, was new to me. I think I got a little confused, but I know I have a bottle of Legent too, and I don't think it's open at all. So there
you go.
Yeah,
use the hefty cork to put it down.
Trying to I don't know. Is that good?
Good enough for government work.
Getting a visual,
so
if you will.
Here we go. What do you think of that nose? There's a little bit of pepper in there I'm sensing, but it's not like I'm not smelling anything heavy. Like, there's no heavy sweet corn smell. Proof. for 100 proof, you'd think you'd smell something more. Like there's not a lot of burn smell. It's not like I'm
It's
picking up
interesting
straight
to
from the
wonder
corn.
if they're forcing the 99, why they didn't do the bottled and bond because they already went to 4 years.
Right.
So that's an interesting question. Like, why not take it to 100 if you could do the bottle and bond, unless they didn't do one of the single seasons? Like, it's got to be one season to be bottle and bond or one distillery. But I think they did everything themselves. So, did you know?
They got 99 proof and they're missing one.
I guess.
Nice.
Um, I uh, I learned on the documentary too a different thing, but it was part of the because she was showing where they get their grains and their corn and all that stuff from. And the guy who runs the cornfields or whatever, right? It's some fancy corn place. He said, and I've never heard this before in my entire life, that corn, uh, corn on the cob
Mm-hmm.
can only be when you see how many rings are around it. There's only even numbers. You'll never see a piece of corn that has, when you count the rows, it's always even numbers. It's 12, 14, and it has to
Really?
something to do with the maturity of the corn and how well it grew and stuff. Sometimes you get like heads of corn that are 16 or 18 rows, and other ones are like 12 and 10 and stuff like that. But it's always even numbers, and that kind of blew my mind because I was like, "How the f is that
Dude,
possible?"
I have.
See how I didn't swear though? Come on,
That's good for you.
credit.
No, I'm wondering if that's an interesting like Mother Nature fact. Like, there's always like fractals and things in like
Who
Mother
the
Nature.
hell is a fractal? Why is that on the feces bowl?
No.
No, all right.
So like it's a math thing where essentially like there's
Told you he was smarter than me.
the
I win that
is it
part.
the Fibonacci, not Fib- but anyway, so like you know how like on like a snail shell how it looks like this circular like kind of thing.
Yes.
That's it's part of the like this constant that always appears in nature. Like all the time. Like you can look at all these different things, and that same exact pattern will always look up. Like, and it's anything from like a snail shell to a seashell to like a conch shell to even like things like the universe. Like if you're looking at like the galaxy we live in, and like it shows up there. It's everywhere. It's pretty cool, and it's mathematically like a constant that repeats. It's pretty nifty.
Have you drank this yet?
Not yet.
Huh. I'm interested. I kind of want to hear what you have to say before I say something.
That's very different.
Okay. Um, I was kind of wondering when I smelled it.
Hmm.
I was like, did I just pour water in here to clear my palate and my
Yeah,
glass? And then I drank it, and then I thought, is that water or isn't it? Because it doesn't taste like. But then I knew it wasn't water. Let's put it that way.
that's fair.
So, and I remembered pouring it in here, and I thought, I think I poured something in there. But
No, I watched you pour that.
yeah, but it was.
There's no burn per se.
Jesus Christ.
There is a taste that I'm not really pleasant on,
I
but
don't know what the heck.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's a very mild taste and a little bit of burn in the back of the throat, but there's not a lot of.
How is it 99 proof? How's that 90? That Jesus Christ. Listen, you guys.
It's a heavy cork. He's not expecting it to be that
I
heavy.
barely have tasted it, and I'm telling you right now, put more money into your bourbon and less money into this goddamn cork. Jesus Christ. Anyway, uh,
The second one, there's more burn to.
that just tasted like watery something.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
The burn's heavy. Yeah.
Mm,
I almost okay. You know what? And I could have made a mistake, guys. I could have put a little bit of water in here and then poured it in.
yeah, maybe.
Because now this is tasting noticeably more like a 99 proof anyway.
The second one definitely had more burn to it when I did the Kentucky Hug.
You know what it's reminding me of? It's reminding me of when we did our blind, and I think towards the end of it, both of us had it lower end, but it was in it. It was the 99 Ezra Brooks.
Yeah,
It's kind of tasting like, yeah, I get why it's 99. I could taste the burn, but you didn't do anything to
honestly,
make it any
yeah,
better. You put all your money into this goddamn metal core, and this cute
it's
little thing here, and this little emblazoned thing here, and these
yeah.
little fancy bottles here, and I think you sold
So
the bottle more than you sold this
yeah,
me on
it's
this.
it's not anything special. I wouldn't spend money on it.
Honestly, if I was okay, so we got a 50, a 50, and the Legion in the middle, or Legend in
Hmm.
the middle. Legend, because we said Legends is 35 ish. I think. I think it's 34.99. I don't know why.
Sure,
That's my guess.
we'll go with it.
Yeah, 30, 35, whatever. It's less. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm buying this all day, every day over those two. As
See,
far as just the flavor,
I don't know with the Blade and Bow.
oh, and when the
I'm not.
price point included. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
why I said that. If they were all 35, I'd have a tough time between these two. If they were all the same price. I really do, because that kind of depends on the day for me, because it's like this is a little bit more mellow and like kind of relaxing for me. The Legend is, and the Blade and Bow has kind of got that little spicy, like, yeah, let's
so
roll
this
the
one
dice and play a little harder right now. Like, I'm gonna be aggressive in this game. You know what I mean?
perfect for D&D.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna make aggressive.
This one's definitely sweeter, and this one's definitely a lot more peppery. But I like it. Like the amount of burn in there, you know, you're drinking bourbon. The taste profile in it, I find to be more appealing than the Legend. I don't know
Right.
why, but that's just my personal preference. You could go
And
either
we
way.
sometimes think
Yeah.
you're more high than I am. So
So,
I think I'm more weeded, but I could be wrong.
I got some wheat for you.
I'm. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
No, you can.
So the definite losers, Castle and Key. Sorry, Castle and Key. There's no.
But you know what? It's your first offering.
It is your first. It's your second batch.
Right, batch number 2.
So
Small batch, and I didn't.
They're young and they have room to improve, and that they may, hopefully will. Like they're not just going to rest on their laurels. They're going to do the due diligence and get in there and get after it.
Yeah, I would want to. I mean, look, you know me, and I talk about this occasionally. I'll finish it. It'll get drunk.
So
Better. It'll get drunk. But I mean,
yeah,
this would almost be if you put this in a wine bottle
I was
or
gonna say,
something,
if you
and not this.
put this in a mixed drink, you're not even gonna know there's drink in there. Like you're gonna get drunk and you're not gonna
Ginger ale.
realize. Yeah,
It's.
I don't know.
Yeah, me either. I don't know
But
what I.
Castle and Key, you have a quest to make your bourbon better, so you start digging down in those dungeons.
Yeah, I don't.
Find something
Yeah,
good.
I'm with him. I'm
Yeah.
going. Wait, is there a? I don't know the storylines. Is there a winner in D&D that you're like? So this one is the grand champion or something. Is
No.
there some phrase or you
It's always your journey.
decide who wins?
There's no winner. You're a part of a party of other people, and you go out on these adventures.
So
And
you spend all day, like 18 some hours or
No.
whatever.
we
Sometimes
start at like 1 o'clock and we end at like 1 a.m. That's like
12 hours. Okay, fine. You spend 12 hours and no wins.
It's not about winning. It's about the adventure. It's about the quest, sir.
I get that about bourbon, and I get it about drinking bourbon and playing these games. And
Well,
like,
think about it this way: when you're going out and finding bourbons, and you find a rare bourbon, like an exotic bourbon that you've never seen before, or something that you know is very valuable, and you find it at
there's
MSP.
difference between what I've never seen before and what I know is valuable.
Okay, yeah, but those are two different things,
Right.
Like, and do you feel like you're a winner?
If I find those,
Yeah.
if I find something not okay, no. If I it's yes and no.
Let's
Because
say
if
you
I find
find
something I've never seen before, I
Yeah.
don't feel like a winner unless I've heard of it and know of it.
Okay, so let's say you find like
Thus the
a-
green brush.
let's say you find a Colonel Taylor on the shelf, marked MSRP. Do you feel like a winner?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
One
so
allocated bottle that we know about.
if I play for like 12 hours and I, survive a battle or whatever, and all my friends are there and stuff,
Right.
I feel like a winner.
Oh, so you're not dead. If you don't die,
If I die, I'm happy. If I die, I'm a little sad, but I'll get over it.
So a long day of playing D&D. That the main objective is don't die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like it's like real life. My main objective in life is to not die.
He's taken this to places that I don't necessarily
I gotta
understand.
do it quick.
I'm telling you. I'm definitely.
So
When I drink this, I see dead people.
yeah, that's because it's probably made of that.
Yeah.
Um,
And
which would be actually kind of weird and cool.
I feel like this is a great blend. I'm also just a girl standing in front of a
No.
boy asking him to love her.
No, 90s references.
I'm trying. I feel so bad because we just did a 90s blind and I had almost none of them. So now I'm using it to like remind myself because I don't remember half of them, to be honest. So.
I don't know, but
It's hilarious. How long are we into this? Because you paused it a while.
while
Okay. Oh, really?
I can't tell you because there's a glitch.
Oh,
So,
there's a glitch.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Don't you just hate when
I do.
you glitch?
I really
So.
do. But anyway, so I'm neat.
Oh wait, hold on. You're killing me, Smalls. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. And we didn't even do long ranch.
No, we didn't.
What?
What?
Thing is from the 90s.
Jeez.
Groundhog Day. What if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today.
That's Groundhog Day.
Yeah, sorry.
So grab yourself a bottle of Blade and Bow or something. Go out with your
I
friends.
would buy either one of these
Yeah.
to try it. This one,
Bring it over.
I'd wait for the next offering.
Maybe, and then bring this over for D&D night and have yourself a game.
Yeah. And I say bring this one over for D&D night.
Sure,
Because it was
just bring something.
We're
Don't-
just
if
playing-
you're going to someone's house, it's customary. Bring a gift.
That's true. That's true. And don't die. We've learned that.
Yes,
what
don't
you
die.
don't want to do is die.
Whatever you do, don't die.
That's right.
Anything else?
Wait, I do have something. It's not your fault.
Was that in the 90s?
Yeah,
Wow.
97, I think. Goodwill Hunting. One of my all-time favorite movies. So anyway, yeah.
I'm neat.
I'm
And
Rocks.
this is the Bourbon Barrel D&D edition.
Nice. I like it.